Yo, morning people, what's happening? It's Darth Kier Khan, back with another video from Legends. Today we'll be building an Orc deck. I can't stress enough to get Fighters Guild Elite. You don't even need that many items. He can do his thing on action, supports, items obviously. Yeah, you get the title as well if you get into a plus 100 attack. Which people are like, oh my god, how'd you get into 100 attack? His effect is that he doubles his power and health every time you do an action, a support or an item. Say if you put Orcish Warhammer on him, that's 4/4. He then becomes 6/6. At the end of the turn he'll double to 12/12. Another item, say improvised weapon. Excuse me. That would then be 13/13. At the end of the turn it'll be 26/26 and so forth. So right, you just go to the little search bar. Let's type in Orc. See, with Orcs you tend to lose a lot of cards. As in, like, you'll start off obviously with 3 in your hand and then pick one up. And by the end of the 4th turn you have no cards in your hand. So it's always good to have decent Orcs to start off with. Right, I'll put 3 of him in my deck. Just for the pure fact he gives you obviously +1 attack. Just have 2 of him. 1 of him. I like this little charge mate because he helps you out when there's guards. Right, always have 3 Mortal Gatekeepers. Even though he's not the best guard, but at the end of the day he gives another creature +2. And he gives himself +2 if you want to go that far. Right, yeah, Fighters Guild Elite. He's not even a unique. So, he's 1200, obviously soul gems to soul summon, but that's nothing considering how good he actually is. Yeah, look, expertise, double Fighter Guild Elite, power and health. If you're wondering what expertise is, I know I said it before, but it's a bonus effect at the end of your turn if you play an action, item or support. So I can't stress enough to have him. That Dushnik Yao Archer, I only have 1 of him, but I should have more really because he destroys supports. And if you're like me, Mundus Stone gets on your nerves. I don't have it myself because I think it's a waste. But that's just my opinion. That one there, Wood Orc Headhunter, gains charge, and he's obviously got breakthrough, but he gains charge if you have another Orc, and obviously if it's an Orc deck, he's going to get charge. I'll just go red and purple. So I don't understand, I type in Orc and you get Caravan Enforcer, and he looks like an Orc, doesn't he? Yeah, the guards are pretty decent, so get 3 of him as well. The Steelheart Vanquisher. 2 Orc banners, 3's a bit much. Get 2 of the Rothgar Artisan. I've got the alternate arts Stoneteeth Scrapper, so I don't use the other one. Right. And Gortwog Gonagrum, yeah. He is so good. If you're going to have Fighters Guild Elite, I suggest you have Gortwog Gonagrum. He's a unique. But at the start of your turn, summon a random creature from your deck to a random lane. I have him in most of my decks, because most of my decks do consist of red and purple. And he's normally always good to me. He normally helps me out. Always have him in my Alduin deck. And people tend to leave when they start seeing Alduin coming out at 6 Magicka, because they think, what the hell? And yeah. Even though obviously Alduin kills him, Alduin at 6 Magicka, the game's normally over at the end of your turn because they quit. Like yesterday, I had him in the lane. He summoned Alduin. Sorry, no, he summoned Nodlarving, which is obviously 12 magic. And then by the end of that turn, he summoned Alduin. So Alduin killed Nodlarving, killed Gortwog. But then at the end of Alduin's turn, at the start of your turn, he brought back Nodlarving. And that was all before the 8th magic. So you've got essentially a 20 Magicka card in Alduin and a 12 Magicka card in Nodlarving before the 8th turn. People leave. They pack up their bags and pull their tongue out of their ass and they leave. You know what I mean? They're like, nah, I can't be dealing with this. So he's always good to have. And then for the other 17 cards, because I don't go over 50, there's no point. We'll go item. And then just use like steel skimmers. Put 3 of them in your deck. You can get caught short by having too many items because you can just draw them all at once and then before you know it, that's it. You've lost. So keep the items to a low one. If you ain't got no silence creatures in the Orc deck, I suggest you get Bone Bow. Also just silence creature. You don't know funny business. Yeah. So Orcish Warhammer Breakthrough +3/+3. So that then gives Fighters Guild Elite Breakthrough as well. I have a guard just because it's prophecy. Crawl Axe could be essentially decent. If it lets me select it. That took a while. We'll just put a lethal in there just in case. And then that is basically my items. So you've got a total of 8 items. And then the rest of them are actions. So we'll put 3 suppress, 1 hush, and then type in action. Action. Mummify is probably a decent one to have as well, but it's my last one, and yeah. But I'd like to choose Fell Mighty. If you're wondering how you get Fell Mighty, you have to do the story expansion. I'm not quite sure what one it is. I can't remember because it's been like 2 years since I got it. That's my Orc deck. I hope you liked it. If you want to copy it, I'll be putting it on the Legends website for an Orc deck, or you can just watch my video and just do it then. Just go through it. I mean, in our next video, we'll be showcasing this Orc deck to see if it's actually decent. Look forward to seeing the views. Any comments, drop them in the comment section. Appreciate if you hit the subscribe and notification bell. Yeah, it's been Darth Kid Khan. It's been a pleasure doing this. One love. Peace.